Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Better Than Mourinho. The second last episode ever. And this will be the episode that will decide if we're gonna win the league or not. We have 2 games left of the Premiership season. It's away against Watford and it's at home against Crystal Palace. We're gonna watch both games during this episode. Then we have 1 episode left, and that's of course the FA Cup final. So no matter how it goes today, we still have 1 last chance on a title. And this is the way the league table looks. We are at top, and Arsenal is 3 points behind us. Today we are playing away against Watford, and Arsenal is playing away against Burnley. But they're playing at the later kickoff, so we won't be able to see them at the same time. But of course, as soon as this game is done, we're gonna take a look at how this game stands. And this episode, if nothing special happens, like if we win and they lose, of course, then it's over. I won it. But if it's not, we're gonna watch both games. So yeah, let's move forward quickly. And as you might remember, we had the Champions League semi-final, and I was like trying to do everything for it. And that means we have quite a few tired players for this game, so I'm doing a bit of rotation, but we still have a strong team, and hopefully we will be ready to take 3 points. But I mean, it's never easy with an away game in the Premiership. And Watford, they are basically in the middle of the table. They're not having a fantastic season, but they're definitely having a decent season. Look here, they're in the middle of the table, and look at how few points. They could actually, if they beat us today, they could actually be here in a spot for Europe. So yeah, they are having great potential for this season, but it's our job to end it now, because it would be really bad for us if we lost. It would be devastating. But yeah, I want to say, yeah, fantastic. And this is the Watford team we're up against. Of course, they have Deeney up on top, and yeah, you recognize a bunch of those names. But yeah, we are resting a few people. We have a few tired people, but I mean, we in this to win it. We need to win. This is the only thing that counts for us today. We need to win, and we need to win it badly. What would be a good thing to tell the lads? Something like that. Well, didn't work out that great. Let's start the game. And as I said, Arsenal are playing the later kickoff, so it's no meaning for us to look at the latest scores, because they won't be there, because their game haven't started. But as soon as this game is over, we are going to take a look at the Arsenal game. We're just going to move forward until we get it. And Watford were getting the first highlight, and of course I never liked that start of the game. And look at the statistics. They are dominating both position and the shots. They have 4 shots on, and we have 0, so we need to step it up here. We need to step it up. I'm actually really nervous. That's a yellow card for Snyderlin. But yeah, I'm really nervous. My hands are sweaty, and yeah, this... And look at this! It's Godin. And actually, before this game, just like a day before the game, I got the message that Godin, he was rallying the troops. He was the older, experienced player, and he gathered the whole team, all the youngsters, and just had a talk to them and told the guys, now is the time to step up. And what a way to lead by example by Godin. What a sensational way to lead by example. And a very boring first half comes to the end, but we are on the lead. But still, guys, we need to focus. We need to pick it up. And yeah, I'm barely daring to watch the screen. Like, yeah, I can feel it like in my gut, my sweaty hands. This is, oh my god. This is why you love and hate Football Manager at the same time, because the game does things like this to you. And I believe like everybody that's watching this episode, I mean, you're definitely Football Manager fans, and you know that feeling, because you all have been there sometime. And here's Watford. This doesn't look good for us. Come on, lads. But yeah, you have all been in this situation. You know what's nerve-wracking. This is Delph, and it's a good save by De Gea. Oh my god. But yeah, this is why you love and hate Football Manager at the same time, because the game just makes you... It makes you want to puke and celebrate at the same time. And yeah, very few games can do that to you. When you have games like this, and like it's a pretty boring game. It's not much happening, But still, look at they are dominating things here. Well, Bravo will take the possession, but they still have the most shots. It's a yellow card for Delph. Hopefully that's good news for us. It means he can be forced to play a little bit less aggressive. And let's take a look at the squad right now. Ibrahimovic is the shitty game, but with Icardi injured, I don't feel like we have a great option to sub him. Well, what do you want to change around here? Let's take a look who's tired. And don't have any good options here for the defense either. I guess Mkhitaryan. What we could do is move Herrera further up on the pitch and then bring in Basur instead as our central midfielder. And what else? What else do you want to do? Actually, maybe gonna bring in Rashford, because Rashford has been he's been scoring a lot of goals. "15 minutes, oh my god. This is nerve-wracking, and it's another yellow card. There's a free kick, Di Maria! Oh. I really thought that could be a goal, because free kicks in Football Manager 17, I feel like they are pretty often goals. Often than earlier versions, but yeah. Let's go for the last double. Do you want to change here? This Rooney instead of Herrera, because Herrera is really tired. Definitely not subbing Godin, even though he's dying. Let's see, he's going for man of the match here. Leading by example. Yellow card if I'm not. We are on to extra time. But here's Watford. It's clear by Smalling. It's Berardi. 1 more minute to play of the extra time. Berardi advances. And he finds Di Maria. And Di Maria scores! Di Maria scores! Di Maria scores! Oh. And we know that not only this means we're gonna win the game, we know how close it is for Arsenal. It could come up with goal difference if we lose the next game and they win. It will be up to goal difference. So every goal we can score is just worth so much. Because right now the goal difference, I think like it was the 1 goal between us or something like that. So and that's insane after such a long season. But yeah, that goal by Di Maria could come out to be very valuable for us. And now the ref should blow in the whistle at any second, I guess. And that's it. So we got a good away win against Watford, even though I felt like I was going to die during most of the game because I was so nervous. And now we're quickly going to move forward, take a look at the Arsenal game. So let's do that. Leave game. We're going to just send the assistant for the press conference. And now we should get the Arsenal result. We could win the league right now if they lose. We could win the league. They lost! They lost! They lost! They lost! They lost! They lost! Burnley managed to beat Arsenal, and this is fantastic! They lost! They lost! Oh, thank you, Burnley! And you know, Burnley, that means Mr. Sven-Göran Eriksson has managed to win us the title. The man, the mint, the legend, the 17 years old young former English national manager has won us the league. And oh my god, we won! I definitely didn't see that one coming. I was certain they was going to beat Burnley. Look at Burnley, they are like 19th place at the table. They probably could have been last on the table if they would have lost this game. Well, not last, but very close to last. And the Crystal Palace, of course, have 1 game less played. But we have won it! We have done it! We have done it. Manchester United wins the Premier Division, and I'm very happy right now. I'm really happy. And yeah, fantastic. And that means it took us to the 2nd season before we won the league. And of course, it's going to take some time before we know how Mourinho will do in real life. So we are just going to give him a long time, because this is the 2nd season. But right now, I feel that we will probably have done it better than Mourinho. Probably. Because first season, we ended up in third position. Right now, in real life, Man United is pretty far from third place. And this season, not only did we win the league, went to the semi-final in the Champions League, and it was really, really close. We had 2 draw games in the semi-final. It was just crazy. We definitely should have gone through there. And we have the FA Cup left. And no matter how the FA Cup goes, I'm very pleased for this season. I'm really happy right now. And that means, of course, we don't need to watch the Palace game. Next episode will be our last ever episode. It will be the final episode ever of this series, and it will be the FA Cup final versus Stoke. It would be me versus Brendan Rodgers, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm so happy. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you during the next episode, the final episode.